I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going. I get to it off the runway. Different incomes, not one way. Living life on a one way. I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way to way up way. Know my way, know my feng shui. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going. Different summer, different car keys. I'm the life of the party. Might buy a bike like a Harley. Totally do so gnarly. God got me, can't harm me. I got armor and an army. Battle scars, battle smartly. Just forever like a Sharpie. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, that I'm never going back. Get it, that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, that I'm never going back. Get it, that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, that I'm never going. 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 Never going.
Good morning and happy Sunday, Pine Nation. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody in the bushes. I see some of you letting me know you're going to be in the bushes. You have shit to do. You have groceries to pick up. You have shopping to do. You got mom life going on. It's okay. I respect it. I understand it. Guys, we are here for the mess. We are here for the drama. We don't do snooze fest over here, okay? If you want to snooze fest, go over to some Snoozapalooza channel where they're talking about nothing. Here, we like to get right to it. With that being said, let's get to it. We are here to talk about Jasmine, my jazzy life. We may talk about other people in this live, but we're going to start off with my jazzy life because that's what the hot topic is going on in the YouTube streets. Now, if you don't know, let me put you deep. Jasmine went live last night. She was trolled down to her draws, okay? They were trolling her. They were talking crap to her. See, this is what happens when you don't know how to run your chat. Remember, I warned my Jazzy Life and I warned, I think I told Jazz and I've told, who else did I tell? Oh, it was Jazz and Wine Trash. I said, girl, when you go live, have a topic to talk about. Stop going live and letting the chat run your live. You run your live, okay? When somebody thinks they're coming over here and they're going to do a troll and then they're going to troll this chat, you're getting blocked and your comment will be timed out or deleted depending on how much you're showing off. You have to have a topic of conversation. The host is supposed to control the chat, not the chat controlling what's going on. That's not how that works, boo-boo. All right? What is going on here? Now, if you're going on a freestyle and the chat brings up some topics, that's different. But most of reactors' lives are controlled lives, okay? So this is how that works. Okay, this is how that works, guys. So we're going to talk about Jasmine. Jasmine was trolled for dear life. Okay. Jasmine was trolled for dear life in that chat. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull something up. So Jasmine also talked about that she's moving again. Well, what? Moving again? What is going on? She also talked about, what did she say? Oh, I have a lot going on. Jasmine, every time you go live, you say you have a lot going on and you ain't got a damn thing going on. So which is it? And if you're gonna have a lot going on, can you please tell us what it is? That's like me saying, hey guys, I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and then not telling you what I'm talking about. Sis, can you please? Okay. So Erica says, I stated before she had to move because the neighbors were complaining about her. Okay. But Erica, why were they complaining about her? Girl, tell me more. Okay, tell me more. Okay, good morning, Yvonne. Hey, Queen K. Hey, Ocean sis. Hey, Boo. Hey, Boo. Hey, Boo. Okay. Hey, Herb. Hi, Lady T-Bug. Hey, Miss Amaze, Mrs. Simmons, Dana, TD Will. Buttons all day. Let's play a game. Wait for it, Danny. All right, Lovely Bones. Life as Bree. All right, y'all are in the building. The will to win, Misty, Cece Life. Good morning, sis. Hey, Shine New. Hey, New Me. Hey, Mom of Twinsy. Hey, Son. Hey, Mons. Hey, Miss KP. Hey, Tasha Nicole. Okay, so hey, hello to everyone joining the live. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, so Erica said because the noise of the dog barking, oh my gosh, in the oil in the garage. Child, remember I was saying now the oil in the garage. I feel can she use bleach and what are those spray gun thingies called, y'all? The power washer to get that off of the garage floor. Hey Alexa, can she do this? Can she use that, y'all? Y'all let me know. We power wash our driveway like right about now when it gets warm. We do it. Well, my man does. He'll power wash the driveway, the porch, the siding on the house. Just give a little power wash to keep the property looking good. Okay, but yeah, her driveway, her the old car she had. That's why it was a bunch of oil on the ground, y'all. So let's get into Jasmine's live, guys. But yeah, when you leave that chat wide open like that, and when you basically leave too much room for the chat to control the live. Look, for instance, like Erica just said something, but she's talking about the topic that I brought up. You don't do anything in your lives. You go live and you talk to everybody else around you. Some degrees are okay. All right, guys, shoes. I knew it had to be something to it. I just couldn't think of it, but we have like a little black top part on our on our driveway. So if any car, because we do have 2 old cars, if we have the older cars, they might have a little leak or whatever. You park them on the black top, and then you ain't got to worry about all that going. All right, let's get into it, guys. Hey, Kitten Zombie. Good morning. Hey, Royal. Hey, J Fox. Yeah, pressure washer. All right, y'all. So we're not starting at the beginning because it was too much yip yapping and not enough mess in the beginning of the live. Hey, Patty. So we're gonna start like towards the middle where the action starts popping off.
Yeah. Oh my God, your back tooth. I know that had to hurt. You're asking for likes, and we don't know if we like it yet. I feel like that's just asking for the bare minimum. But you know what? You don't have to like it because you know what? At the end of the day, you're here, and that's really a blessing. I'm proud. I'm proud and blessed to say that I have a supporter like you that'll tap in and at least watch. You don't have to like it. If you feel like you don't want to like the live, I understand.
So I'm sorry, guys. I brought up something and then I skipped over it for the beginning of the live. She says, once again, as she says in every live, I have a lot going on, guys. And my thing is, this whole I have a lot going on opening line is getting old and it's getting played out every single time you go live. You say, I have a lot going on. but you never tell us what you have going on. All right. We're not intrigued. It's so predictable. We hate it. We don't want to hear it anymore. It comes off less like an update and more like a setup with no delivery. You can't keep teasing us for something that you're never going to actually explain. And I will leave it at that. All right. People are also saying that they think she used a CPN. A CPN. Oh, you know I love CPN talk. Y'all know I love talking about CPNs. I don't know why I'm so intrigued about a CPN, but let's keep going. We'll get into it. Thank you, Erica.
But yeah, girl, are you okay? Yeah, it's, I was here said the same thing. You don't be embarrassed. Embarrassed of what? What would I be embarrassed of? Like, seriously.
Oh, child.
Okay, love.
Wait a minute, child. And another part that I thought was so funny that remember a couple weeks, might have been like 2 weeks ago, we talked about her girlfriend Tiara. Tiara NTV is pregnant again by that man that she cheated on her husband with. They was in the chat like, congratulations, Tiara. Congratulations on what? Tiara is another one. Like I told y'all, Tiara thinks that she's not ghetto because she talks proper, but you do ghetto shit. Let's be clear. The way you talk and the way you live can be two whole different things. Tiara NTV want to have a baby at every fucking 5 seconds, so she ain't got to get no job, bitch. I don't give a fuck how proper you talk. Stop having all them goddamn kids. Okay? Tiara NTV is on her second baby by the guy she cheated on her husband with. Let's go. Let's go. I don't care, Tiara. Oh, my husband was so mad at me. He tried to fight. I'm filing a report for DV. He tried to probably attack you because he found your ass cheating with that nigga. Let's get into it. All right? And Tiara didn't want to give up that house. Tiara lived in a nice. See, Tiara wants to mess with a dude that's going to take care of her. Then she want to be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant again. I don't want to work. Tiara, we already on to you, sis. You don't want to do shit with your life. Okay. And you want to be mad at the men because they mad at you because you a lazy 304. Let's be clear. You're lazy. A lazy, proper talking 304. That's what you are. Stop trying to pretend like you goody two shoes because you go around talking like this. See, guys, when you talk like this, people think you're a better person than when you talk like I talk. Okay? But bitch, where do you live? Do you have a job? See, you can talk how you want to talk. Do you have a job? Do you got that 401k and that pension and that health care plan? No, you don't. You're around here talking like this and you have no job and you're broke and you're 304 that talks like this. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. And guys, I'm not saying just because you talk soft or just because you talk proper, that is something wrong with that. But I think Tiara thinks that she doesn't present ghetto, but your life is ghetto. So you don't have to present ghetto for your life to be ghetto. Let's stop it. I need you to stop it. I know what you're doing and it's not working. Okay? Your life is the ghetto part, not the way you look and the way you talk. It's your lifestyle that is ghetto. Ghetto comes in all forms. Okay? Clock it. Like AJ says, clock that T. So Tiara was in there. All right. Now, if Tiara would give us some content, I will react on her. And then Jasmine has another one that I like to react on. I don't react on her much, but I've done reactions on her. Remember Jasmine's friend Jasmine that was also a mod in her chat? That's another ghetto bitch that don't want to keep a job. They got 3 baby daddies, but she wants to live a Christian lifestyle. Girl, we ain't buying it. Okay? You can go, but we're not going. That'll be baby number either 5 or 6, Mrs. Simmons. I'm not sure. But these people think because they come on here and they talk a certain way and they act a certain way and they look a certain way. But how do you live? How do you live? Oh, okay. I was just asking for a friend. All right, let's continue.
Thank you for supporting. Hi. Oh my God, my legs are killing me. Ooh. I'm cooking. I'm mommy.
Why are you talking to him like that? Mommy, nothing cute about it. You had the twins barking. Let's be clear. We are over to My Jazzy Life's house. If you don't know the history of My Jazzy Life is a trifling mom of 1 and 4 extra. My Jazzy Life has is 5 kids in, and she still don't believe that nothing wrong. Something was wrong as far as developmental wise. All right, I'm trying to be clean as possible with this, with every last one of them, but she don't get in there before they go to school. Same shit going on with Wine Trash. Wine Trash, don't ever think we forgot. We will do a recap on that ass whenever the fuck we feel like it. Okay? My Jazzy Life was complaining with 1 baby. My Jazzy Life was complaining with 2 babies. My Jazzy Life was complaining when the twins were born because Philip went to jail while she was pregnant with the twins. I believe I'm on the right timeline. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's no big deal. The point I'm making is she never wanted to be a mom. It's giving a little bit of it. All of them are kind of giving the same thing. I'm going to say Liv and Jazz, they wanted the attention of being a mother. One thing I can say about Chrissy is I do think Chrissy wanted to actually be a mother. If she didn't, she's not she's good at hiding it. Liv and Jazz want to keep having babies for benefits because they are broke 304s that don't want to work. Let's clock it. Clock it. I'm sick of you women who don't want to do anything with your life in general, not just the mommies that we talked about. Not, yes, the twins were in the bathtub. Kaylin was the mommy. Let's be clear. Kaylin was the mommy. All right. We were saying Happy Mother's Day, Kaylin, because Kaylin wanted to. I mean, she was telling Kaylin, get the diaper. Kaylin, get the bottle. Kaylin, wash the babies. Kaylin. She literally made Amaya and Kaylin clean out the refrigerator. They were like 5 or 6 and 3 or right, Yvonne. Ooh, wait a minute. This is Wine Trash and Jasmine. They, instead of getting ahead of it like a normal mom would do and going to the doctors when your child is about 2 and they are not meeting any of the milestones that they're supposed to be meeting at 2. They're supposed to have a little vocabulary, supposed to be saying stuff, communicating in a certain way at 2. And I get every child learns at their own level. But when your child can't even talk at 2, you need to be going to the doctors, okay? And just saying, hey, can we look into some issues that might be going on with my child? Do you think he needs some therapy? Do you think he needs, he's developmentally or verbally delayed? Can we please work on this? They don't want to work on it. Like Yvonne says, they want to wait until they go to the school. And then they want to say, oh, they said something wrong. She said that, remember in her last live, that was also a snooze fest that I did not react on and I will not be reacting on because not a damn thing was talked about. She said, what did she say? She said, Legend's going through a rough time. I promised him. No, it was a vlog. She said, Legend's going through a rough time. I promised him I got him a truck or a toy or something. The reason why he's going through a rough time because his wide nostril mom did not take him to the doctors and say, I think something might be, something, he's a little behind. Can we try to work with him 2, 3, 4? So by the time he get to kindergarten, he can be up to par or at least halfway there. She never does it. True. It's wait a minute, I'm not fooling with you. It's giving the Whitakers. If you don't know who the Whitakers are, you can look them up on YouTube, okay? Oh my gosh, it's like inbreeding. So, I say all that to say that Jazz just does not care about the struggles that her children are going to have, because Jazz's end goal is to get an SSI check. In fact, that's how I think she's surviving now. I think she's now getting an SSI check for Legend. I think she must know how it works now. She must keep them slow. So then when she gets to the school and then they diagnose them with something, she can collect the check. So she's getting a check for Legend. She might be getting a check for the twins. And we don't know. She could be getting a check of her own because she acts slow as hell too. Let's continue, guys.
And I'm Mommy. Nice to meet you, Hungry. He's like,
I'm hungry.
Nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm Mommy.
I want some vegetables.
Can you pronounce my name? Zendaya? Huh?
I'm hungry.
I'm Mommy.
Okay.
Hi, Hungry.
I want some food.
What you want to eat it? You want to eat it raw?
I'm hungry.
You want me to snap my fingers and make it cook quicker?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's not done yet. You trying to keep me?
See, this is another thing she does that irks my soul. She uses her children and them talking to her as a distraction. When I'm on live, it's somebody I wish. Let me explain something to y'all. I wish somebody would come up to me while I'm on live and start talking, because it's gonna be a problem. Everybody's already been notified. I'm about to go live. Yeah, what does that mean? That means leave me alone. Okay. I don't care if you take that's mean. I don't care. I don't care how you take it. I run my household in a certain way where people know, okay, don't bother mom because mom is busy. What part of I'm busy? Now I know her kids are young and everything, but this interaction, first of all, we can see why nothing gets done around this motherfucker. Okay. It's no way in hell you're coming over here to me, bothering me while you see me. He is old enough to know better, but give him a task, give him a chore. He's also, he might be behind a little bit. So let's give him something to do. Let's give him something to focus on while I'm live. You always using Kayla any other time, use her today. The fuck? We told her he was not all. Ooh, let me not read y'all comments right now. All right, go ahead, pop your shit. All right,
smiling. I heard San Antonio's cheaper, huh? It's cooking. You saw me put it in the oven. Can you wait for it to be done? Okay. You okay with that? Huh? I'm tired. No, don't lock the door.
I can't get in anymore.
Huh?
I can't get in or lock the door.
Exactly. So don't lock the door. Leave the door alone. Okay. Yeah, it's not. Go ask her. Yo, you have a nasty mind, love. Get your mind out of the gutter with a child. That is disgusting. Give him a snack until dinner. He ate all the child. Before I came on live, he had 8 pineapples and chips. I don't want to give him nothing else because then he ain't gonna eat his food.
No.
Okay, well then you need to wait for it. This must be overwhelming. I pray with it.
Is that not a pet peeve? You guys know how like you're on the phone with somebody or you're talking to somebody and they're steady talking to somebody like you're, bitch, get off the phone. What the? I mean, shit. If you want to have a conversation with them, have a conversation with them. It's gonna be me or like. I'm not saying that I need to be the center of attention. I'm just saying if you got shit to do, you got shit to do. Like getting on this live and then talking to other people, it's annoying. I mean, we've said this over and over again. Why in the did you hit this live button? We are annoyed. never breaks anything down. Yeah, guys, because I got a lot going on. I'm going to keep saying that because she keeps saying it. The conversation always shifts to the chat, to the trolls, or to something random. Gain control of your chat. All right? Why would I go live and then I'm not talking about anything? You guys will be like, I'm not going over there. It's a fucking snooze fest over there. If you really had something going on, that should be the focus of the conversation, not the chat. Not what do you guys have going on. When a content creator or a reactor hits the live button, aren't we supposed to be telling you guys what the topic is? How does she not know that? And she's been on here for over a decade. But let's be real. The story suddenly takes a shift when it's time for Begfest. When it's time to ask for help, drop a cash app, or explain why she needs support, now we get context, details, and timelines. Let's go. Well, guys, I need to ask for help because I can't pay my rent. Oh, now you're talking because the Begfest has begun. Now you're giving us information, you're sharing what's going on in your life. So the information isn't missing, it's being saved for when it benefits her. Got it. We get it now. We get it. We see exactly where this is going. Nowhere fast because nobody gives a fuck. You did 30,000 Begfest on here. We're not going. Let's keep going, guys.
God grants it. Oh, thank you, love. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Yeah, I heard it is, but that's kind of far. That's out the way in the wrong direction. He must be bored. That's what they used to tell us when we was kids. You just want to eat because you bored. That's the truth. Ain't it the truth? Mentally, absolutely not. I'd be in a dentist hopefully by Monday. Girl, the way I would be taking some Tylenol or some ibuprofen or something, putting some Orajel on it, something, but it's the nerves. I know that has to hurt. Dentist is crazy expensive. I need to go to the dentist because my top wisdom tooth, I think it's the top wisdom tooth, mine is bothering me on this side. I'm afraid to get my wisdom teeth pulled on this side because I got them pulled on this side. If you're new here, back when I was in college, freshman, maybe sophomore, freshman in college, I got my wisdom teeth pulled on this side. I went to a PPD study, trying to get into the same shit that maybe Daddy did. And I was like, oh, this is easy, right? I went into a study and they pulled my teeth and I lost feeling like on this side of my tongue. I can't feel nothing or taste anything. And that sucks. Absolutely. Still. And that was over, what? Counts 13. What, 13, 14 years ago? Maybe 15? Yeah, I did my own braids. It doesn't hurt. I called the office today and no one answered. Oh, I'm glad that it don't hurt.
You know, somebody said in this chat, how is her channel still even going? It's hanging on by a thread. Throw it in the trash can. We're done. I only go over there when something fun or exciting happens. We can't even get a regular live. You know how sometimes we can watch Chrissy, not lately, but sometimes we can. Chrissy was out here trying to get a feel for the YouTube streets. We're definitely going to get into that eventually when it's the right time to go over there because we need to talk about Chrissy. But Jasmine cannot draw a crowd unless it's drama involved. She needs to be talking about Liv. She needs to be getting trolled. Something has to be going on over there. Jasmine is living off of them SSI checks and she's living good. She had a nerve to go live the other day. Oh, the food stamps are getting updated. Bitch, how many times you gonna tell us we don't give a fuck about that shit? Okay, it's boring. Okay. All right, let's continue.
We are not supposed to move the wisdom teeth. You know, I feel like I agree. I feel like that's because it comes in and it hurts, right? When our wisdom teeth come in, that's when it hurts. They'd be like, oh, it's time to remove them. But in reality, it's just like whenever any other teeth come in as a baby, the teeth hurt, the gums hurt. Like, I don't know, but that tooth is bothering me. But the bottom one don't bother me no more. But the
Guys,
top one's
now
bothering me. So I don't know.
I remember I was kept asking you guys, why did she chew like that? Remember, I was like, why is she chewing that gum like that? It's so weird the way she holds her mouth. And then J-Day was explaining that she had some type of surgery. J-Day was talking about exactly what she just mentioned. That she had some type of, she got that wisdom tooth pulled, and she's saying that it basically numbed, I guess, the whole side of her mouth. I think it's the left side of her mouth. So that's why when she chews that gum so fucking weird. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Anyway, guys, welcome to the live. Good morning. We are here talking about Jasmine. If you are not aware, we'll just do a quick recap. For those that don't know, I know most of you know, but some people don't give a damn about Jasmine. Jasmine was on live. Jasmine was getting trolled down to her draws last night, and I was here for it. I'm not even gonna lie, I was here for it. Okay, because Jasmine is so boring, and we needed somebody else to talk about. We have, just in case you are new here, we have plenty of people on the docket. We have Liv, we have Jasmine, we have Tiana J. We used to have Wine Trash at one point. We got Chelsea. Who else we got, y'all? Tiana J, Chelsea, Liv, J. We got Jessica. Oh, we got a lot of people on the docket. But today that we're getting into Jasmine. Let me see what you guys are saying here. The wisdom tooth issue is crazy because my dentist said if it's not bothering me, it needed to be removed. But my periodontist wanted to remove them when I had gum surgery. Look, I think it's both. I've heard both. Because what's going to happen is once you get all your teeth, eventually that wisdom tooth for most people is going to start causing problems, right? So they move it before it start causing problems. So it's going to be like it's going to be a go between. Some people wait until they're like, it doesn't start causing problems until they're an adult. So when they grew in wrong and started shifting other teeth, yes, I feel like it's both. Some people's come in and they don't hurt and don't bother them, and some people's come in and they do. But most people, they start bothering them after a while. And then also people are not going back there and brushing them like they're supposed to. So you got to take care of it, right? The tooth was sitting on a nerve in her mouth and they still extracted the tooth. And she went there to get paid to get it removed. See how desperate she is? If he was over there pipping like he was supposed to have been pipping, why didn't you have any money? Whatever her mouth issues are, I don't care. Go to the dentist and keep it moving. Let's go. She must have infected gums because everyone gums does not hurt when they wisdom teeth. Right. I don't know what, that's a separate issue. Infected gums and wisdom teeth. All right, so right. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people don't bother them, but I feel like most people eventually it's gonna. That's what I've been told, that it's gonna happen, but not everybody, right? It would affect your speech. Well, I don't think it I didn't know it was the tongue. I just thought it was her mouth, like the chewing part, like where the teeth are. All right. Did that just for money, right? All right, guys, let's keep going.
Oh, maybe I have a cavity or something. What was I doing? Who, me? I did a study and got my teeth pulled. 500 a tooth. I'm about to say teeth. Yes, amen for insurance. I know that's right. Child. I can smell the chicken in here. And it smells good.
She literally has nothing, guys. This is her life. She has no
Keep rubbing up
personality at
against
all.
it.
It's so sad.
Ooh.
Social skills are very important, guys.
Why would I be a dentist? I should have not been a dentist. Am I close to my mom? What do you mean close to her? Do I talk to her? Yeah, I talk to my mama.
She's talking about where you live, Jasmine. They said, are you closer to your mom where you live now?
Really? Why do military people have to have them removed before they're deployed? I'm curious.
I would think
What does
so
it
they
do?
don't have to worry about tooth pain while they're out in the field. That's what I would
Nothing
think.
my wisdom teeth. I just know that this side is gone and I can't feel nothing. And I
Jasmine,
still got this side.
let them start trolling you so we can get into it, please. We're bored.
Yes, y'all, Tiara is pregnant. Go subscribe to her YouTube page.
Oh, y'all hear that? Congratulations, Tiara. You don't have to work for another year. So she'll be pregnant in another, what, 2 years?
I was tired. I'm telling y'all, like I went and DoorDash early this morning.
Yes, isn't it annoying?
And I came back home because I was so tired. Oh, I was so fucking tired. I was like, I'm gonna go again tonight.
It's the same shit over and over.
I might.
I'm tired. I'm going through a lot. I can't tell y'all. So the new topic was her tooth. That's how exciting it is over to Jasmine's channel, guys. So the title of this live was Moving On, No New Friends and Dry Begging.
I might. What, my braids took them out? Mm-mm. Why? Why? You need a good man and get married. Who said I don't have a man? I'm just not married yet.
Y'all hear that? Now, Jasmine, you just told us when you were begging for rent money. Okay, Jasmine was just begging for $500 in rent money. What was it? Last week, the week before last, and she said that they are not together. That is not her man. Her man. Her man. They asked her, Jasmine, are you in a relationship? Jasmine replied, no. I'm gonna put my big girl panties on and just handle the pregnancy by myself. We decided. I don't like this verbiage. And let me tell you why. I don't give a damn if you married or not. We didn't decide anything because that dude can roll out anytime he feels like it, whether you got a ring on your finger or not. Okay? You are pregnant. We aren't anything. Okay? You're going to carry that baby. We aren't carrying the baby. You are carrying the baby. That is just my thoughts and opinions on it, guys. All right? That guy can roll out anytime he chooses to. So we decided that we're keeping the baby. Who is we? You aren't even in a relationship. So you go and say, we decided that. Then you turn right around and follow it up with, and we're not together. So why did you say we then, Jasmine? You sound stupid. You sound stupid. It's ridiculous. Come on, y'all. It makes no sense. So you now all of a sudden 2 weeks later, you have a man. And how do you know if I don't have a man? You just told us you didn't have a man. That's how we know. You can't even get your line straight.
Oh, not tea time. The man that's in my chat. That's funny when I found out tea time was a man. You be so invested into women's lives, and you just, I don't understand. And I found out on Yanni's page. If I had one, you wouldn't be begging for $500. I'm not begging for $500.
Oh,
I'm
said
not.
they said you need a good man and get married. So then somebody said the man you had up here asking for $500, right? So you said you had a man, but why are you asking the YouTube streets to pay your rent if you have a man? Jasmine comes up here begging, and then she forget that she told us that, oh, I'm pregnant. What? Why can't you ask the dude? Because you gave him the money to begin with, and that's why you need the money from us. That is what I suspect, guys. That's my theory. Yes, she says she was not in a relationship. That was her exact words. I'm pregnant. She was trying to pull a Liv. You know how Liv wants to be pregnant, but she doesn't want to be in a relationship. She wants to act like the guy has nothing to. Well, Jasmine is not acting in her case, but Liv likes to act like the guy doesn't want to be involved. We don't know if she's telling the truth. In Jasmine's case, we know they don't want to be involved because they were just using her for tax money. Let's continue.
Begging. But if I was begging, why are you on here? Why are you on here worried about women's lives and what's going on? Not even just women, mothers. You're giving perv. Or maybe you should step back. You're the man, right? And what was that supposed to be, a shot because you want me to secretly expose who my man is? Is that what that is, tea time? It didn't work. Get out of here. And she said what? Let me not do that. I ain't gonna give you that. You're absolutely right. You was begging. Remember, you deleted the live. I've never said I haven't begged for any money. But why are you here? Why are you here in our sector? Trying to act like a woman. You're weird. You're perv. You're absolutely a perv. And you know what's crazy? T-Tom was in my DMs before. I thought that was funny. Because he want to hang with a bad bitch. Hey, yeah. That's why he be all up in our DMs and trying to talk to us and communicate with us. You said prove it. I can prove it. I still got it. Unless you went and deleted it. Because I just went through my DMs. Was it yesterday? Because I was showing my man. I'm so childish. Only people that say that, they go and delete it. Scary people go and delete. I'd never delete a DM. If someone ever say, communicated with me, I don't care. Who about to fight? I don't have no reason to lie. If I talk to somebody, I talk to them. But you've been there.
So guys,
don't delete it. Let me see what they said.
Guys, this became the content. See what happens when you don't have any control over your channel, when you let the chat control your channel. Okay? You become the content on your own channel. See, the chat became a distraction. So instead of addressing whatever she claimed she had going on in the beginning, she immediately starts arguing with the people trolling her in her chat. Now the whole lives turns into her defending herself, her reacting, and her going back and forth. The whole I had a lot going on line, it's background noise now because the focus shifts into this drama and this mess, which is what we are here for. Okay, so let's continue.
Let's make one thing clear. If you're the last mommy that I would party with, but you're here partying with me on live right now. Just imagine if you was here in my real life. Like the fact that you're here on my live commenting just says that you want to hang with a bad bitch. I'm just saying you're commenting. That's the bare minimum right now. It's funny. Seriously, if you had a man, you wouldn't have to move. Why wouldn't I have to move? I have a man. That doesn't mean we live together, or do we? Or do we not? Who knows? I absolutely respect. Thank you, love. I respect all women on here too. Now I deleted it. You lie more than live. You have been in my inbox. And I feel like you was trying to talk shit to me about Yanni. I can't remember. You know what? Even if you did delete it, I probably can go back and see if, because I think I talked to Yanni about it a while ago. And I can go back and ask her. Just saying. And I was just like, why is you in my fucking... Why are you here? But honestly, you're really not relevant. You're really irrelevant. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe you want me to go back and post it so you can get a little clout. That's why you're here, right? Because you want clout. You want a little clout. You ain't got nothing to talk about, so you come over here and you just want to hang with a bad bitch. Listen, I'm the receipt queen. I have messages and voicemails from you. Period. I learned my lesson. I be keeping everything. Hey, Jazz, it's cute. Thank you, love. He wouldn't have to live with you, but he definitely should be able to help you. Yeah, it just depends if you have people in your business. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you can choose whether to keep that stuff to yourself or let them know. That's not everybody know I do social media either. Go back and ask her, the same woman who dragged you and your family. Jesus, you are not that bright. You dragged me. It's a lot of people that talk shit about me. Words don't hurt me. I am sorry. That shit don't hurt me. Some people, you might see it as dragging sometimes, but sometimes that's just how they are expressing how they feel to you, and they just want to get through your head. They be like, damn, girl, I know you hear me, God. Sometimes it be like that. I'm just saying, it be like that sometimes. And it's on you whether you take it to the head and you be all in your feelings. Oh, she talk shit about me. That shit don't.
So listen
y'all
to
ain't talk
shit. They said, hold on, y'all. He wouldn't have to live with you, but he definitely should be able to help you if he's taking you down. They said, but you come to social media to put us in your business and ask for rent money. That's what I was just touching on, guys. We don't need to know her business until it's time to beg, right? They said, but you come to social media to put us in your business and ask for rent money. Make it make sense. Those are facts. They said, Jasmine, you have no clout to give to nobody. Okay, let's go. This is what gets her going. She couldn't come on here and talk her shit until somebody starts trolling her in the chat. Do you understand how pathetic your channel has to be for you to use trolling as content? Okay. All right, let's go.
All the time. And she'll tell, she keep it 100. That's my look. She's feel like there's something that she don't like or dislike. She's gonna give her opinion and she's gonna give her suggestion. Does that shit hurt my feelings? I can take her information, her content, and do as I please with it at the end of the day. Just like anybody on this platform that has reacted on me, has talked about me, I can take that and I can just take it in, take constructive criticism, or I could just say, I don't give a fuck. But I'm big on constructive criticism, and that's the truth. Thank you, Adam Maxwell. You're a beautiful girl. Continue to be strong. Thank you, love. 280 in the chat building. Is their numbers good? Well, thank you. I don't know. That is gross. Words don't hurt you, but yeah, you're bawling your eyes out when Olivia didn't want to be friends anymore publicly. That is a lie. You're just her dick rider. That's a lie. Y'all know, like, come on now. We don't even have to talk about it because it's already out there why I felt some type of way about her. and what she said about my kids. That's the
Jasmine,
only reason.
let's be
Because
clear.
I didn't want to be.
Let's be clear. Trolls cannot run your chat. This is the problem here, guys. Trolls cannot run your chat. You should be running your chat. But see, Jasmine lost control of her own platform. And now she's reacting to whatever the chat says instead of directing the chat in the way she wants it to go, right? So if your content depends on reactions, you're not leading, you're following, Jasmine. Okay? Your chat has no respect for you. There's no boundaries with your content because you have no content. All right. Instead of her saying, we're not talking about that tonight, or stay on topic, mods handle your business, mods handle it. None of that. The chat kept going. So if you don't set the tone, the chat will. That is what happened in this live. You know, Jasmine comes in. She has a very vague, oh, hi guys, I'm just going live saying what's up with you guys. No talking points, no topics. Chat starts pressing, Jasmine reacts, right? The live goes left. It's predictable at this point. This is how Jasmine runs her channel. She lets the mommy sector streets run her channel instead of her running her channel, right? So if it wasn't for the trolls, would Jasmine even have a channel? Ask Wine Trash. She might be able to help you out with that.
Friends with her? Are you dog shit serious? Are you serious? The only person I really, truly cared about on this platform was Chrissy. That's the only one. But as for her, it was what she said about my kids. Come correct. If you are going to come talking about shit, make sure you get your facts in order. Stop dick riding on other people, right? You're dick riding because she really don't fuck with your ass either. She used you, y'all use each other, y'all both some dumb hoes. But at the end of the day, go sit down. But words don't hurt. Now, what hurt is someone lying on a child, especially when it's a traumatic experience that you went through. But talking about me, calling me this, or calling me ugly, sounding like a man, or saying you don't got a man, or you ain't, that shit don't hurt my feelings. That shit is for the birds. You lie so much. Stop. Even your supporters know. It's funny. We use each other. Jazz, don't fall into the negativity trolls. You know, some days I can entertain it. One thing about me, I'll pick and choose when I want to entertain it, but
no, you don't. You just did it now because you know you don't have no content and that's all you got. Guys, let's touch on this really quickly. So Jasmine took what she's being trolled about. Basically, people were saying, Jasmine, why would you allow Liv to get the upper hand when you had the upper hand, when Liv was talking about something weird going on with Chris and the children, right? Now, we have no receipts for this, so that's not true in my opinion, because you can't just go around putting jackets on people's back. Yes, this weird stuff happened. Yes, I'm not denying that, but we don't know if it's for a fact. So the point is, Jasmine is using that as an opportunity to be a victim. Did you hear what she said? Not when I just dealt with something like that when I was younger. Jasmine, this is what I have a problem with, guys. Why does Jasmine always want to use the opportunity to be a victim? Why do these women have to use every opportunity, no matter whether it's them, whether it's another person? When somebody is doing their due, let them do it. Why do you have to insert yourself in it? Yeah, now I was a victim of some type of incidents like that. Is that necessary? It's one thing to address something and set a boundary and move on, but it's another thing to keep circling back to it every time you need a moment in the live, right? And I feel like that's what's throwing people off, Jasmine. You always want a pity party. Because, all right, it can be two things at one time. It could be I'm protecting my kids, but it was more about Chris doing something, not about the kids. Because let's be clear, Jasmine, every time you have been in an argument with somebody, you let people roast and drag your kids. You like for your kids to get roasted and dragged. I think you like being roasted and dragged. It's very weird. But you instead of using the moment to protect your kids and defend your kids, you're using the moment to gain sympathy and shift the energy to feel sorry for me, please. We are so sick of the pity parties. My goodness, we are so sick of the pity parties. If you want to talk about something, why don't you talk about how Chris has abandoned you and abandoned his son just like he did with Medusa when your stupid ass sat on that couch and agreed with that idiot talking about child support as a scam? Why don't you talk about that?
I don't know who need to hear this, but don't have kids by multiple men. That's my biggest regret. I had children by 3 different men, and it affected my kids. A lot of people live like that's normal. It's not normal, and it's not okay. It really affects your children when you out here having children by multiple men. And that's my biggest regret. And I see the difference. Like, I have one father that actually be there for his son, and he just be there for his son. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my other children are feeling some type of way because their dads are not there. And I definitely had bad picking men. Let's just start there. I had bad picking men. And I didn't have enough respect to myself to say, wait until you find somebody that's going to actually lock in with you, be there for you and rock it out. So when I had picked the guy that I'm married to and he wasn't the guy for me, and then I have children by other kids, men, it really messed my household up. So I'm telling you, don't do it.
So like I said, guys, 2 things can be true at once. What was said can be wrong, and the way it's being used can now still be questioned. But if it truly hurt you the way it did, then why do you keep coming back up with it and bring it around? Like, it's like she wants to go over it and over it and over it. We don't want to do it. It's like a sympathy play. So is some dry begging coming? Is some dry begging coming up? Because it's like you have nothing left. So stop coming live. That's all I'm saying. Stop coming live. All right? It's weird. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
Now, I'm not going to fall into nothing. I entertain it here and there, but I feel like it. But, girl, she tried. I keep saying I keep giving you the benefit back. I know you want to be a woman so bad. He keeps trying to get in my head, but that it's not working. It's not working. It's not working, boo.
Is it not working, or did it already work? You've already reacted to it. So is it not working, or did it already work? It appears to me as though it already worked. Okay.
Jazz, what? You went on mute when Olivia got out of jail. It was giving scared. I never went on mute. When she got out of jail, I was going through shit that I didn't know I was going through. It's not going on mute. I pick and choose whenever I want to get on YouTube and entertain shit. And I let that be known that there is no expiration on clapping back on a bitch, right? I let that be known. When she got out of jail, I had my own real life shit going on. At that time, I honestly didn't even know I was pregnant and stuff. I didn't know I had other shit too going on that didn't have shit to do with YouTube. And so she was on the back burner.
Are we back on this? I had shit going on, but you're not going to tell us what that shit is. Well, bitch, don't bring it the fuck up. We don't care. We don't want to know about shit that you're not going to tell us about. We don't want to almost know the information. You're either going to tell us the whole story or don't tell us shit at all. That's how we like it over here. Just in case you did not notice after being on here for a decade.
Little whiffs of her talking shit, and I just be like, this bitch, just let me get my mind together before I come back. Scared of who? Scared of who? That she was in jail a couple of months. That makes her a thug. I've always been a thug. I'm not scared of anyone. I'm not afraid of anyone. I always said I pick and choose what I say now because people like her like to call police and make false reports. We've seen her on a live making a false report. Was it of Yanni and saying she was there? Like, scared. Child. Talk about kids is definitely a no, period. Thank you. Period. If you need to clap back, that means you definitely haven't moved on. Because if you did, I never said, hold on, let's backtrack, because I can remember sitting in my car and I did a live stream when I was DoorDash, waiting on an order. I said that I have accepted that I went to jail. I literally said that this woman talked about my kids and I was going to be on her neck every time I see something that's talking about her. I never said I moved on. She literally said my kids was being, yeah. I can't. I would never. No, I didn't move on from that. That's disgusting. I don't think I will ever. And it's a woman that I
move
knew.
on because you never cared about it. You only cared about the part that involved Chris actually doing what he did. Listen. Because this is the problem. What it's starting to look like every time you need some content, you're using Liv as your main source of content. Yes, what happened to you was serious. Yes, it should have been content at that point, but we have to move forward. You're circling back to that same situation every time, and it is piss poor. When do you start creating your own content? When do you start focusing on your channel and what you want to put out in your narrative? Your only narrative is what happened to you. I was a victim. You want to carry this how long? You can acknowledge something happened. You can even speak on it once or twice, clear it up, tell your side. But when it becomes a recurring topic, when it keeps getting brought back into the conversation, now it's starting to feel like content. And that's where people are starting to question you, because instead of seeing growth, new topics, new direction, we keep getting pulled back into the same situation involving Liv. And here's the issue with that. If your channel keeps revolving around what happens with somebody else, you're not building it yourself. You're reacting to others, and that's not sustainable, okay? Not as a content creator. See, I have a gazillion people, a whole laundry list of people that I react to. If Jasmine shuts down her channel, we'll move on to another one. If that one shuts down their channel, we'll move on to another one. Because at some point, people are going to want to know, what is your content outside of Liv? What do you bring when the situation isn't the focus? All right. And right now, and for about a year, I don't know how long ago it was that she was locked up, we don't care about it anymore. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was messy. Yes, we control her. Well, not us, but they control her about it and we can have fun with it. But we're bored with it now. We want you to move on. We want you to actually tell us what's going on in your snooze fest life. We want an update on Chris. We told you what to do and you didn't do it. We want an update on why Chris gets to be a piece of shit and you don't say anything about it. Because I wish a nigga that wasn't in my life would try to say anything about what I got to say about his ass. If you take care of your child, then you wouldn't have to worry about me saying anything negative now, would you? But he's neglected you. It's clear. You can't get rid of Stinker to save your life. Where is Chris's family? Where is Chris's sister? See, in my opinion, just because Chris' sister got mad with Stanko or Jasmine, what they got to do with her nephew? You don't want to know your nephew because Jasmine was talking shit? Why doesn't Chris's family ever step in? What kind of people are we dealing with here, guys? It's sick and it's sad because, like we said, the Davis Four, even though their father is a piece of crap, at least he's doing his job. They got somebody they can lean on. If anything happens to Jasmine, what's going to happen to Stinker? Is Ma Dukes going to just put him in a home like she put the sister in a home? What's going to happen? Is he just going to the child services and just be sent with any old person? So, that's that thing. Where is Chris? Where is Chris's family? And why are you so fucking scared to talk about it? But no, she still wants to talk about Liv. So we're going to let her.
No, we ain't move on. Moving on, it's just like, oh, she talked about my kids. She had CPS at my house. And that's just, no, sis, no. Yes, me and Chrissy are cool. Okay, tea time. Now you're reaching. Everybody knows you're reaching. She's that crop board. Olivia didn't want to be my friend. Girl, I didn't give a fuck about her not being my friend. I just felt like it was a lot of peer pressure. It wasn't genuine. You should have had that energy when she first said it. I did have that energy. Obviously, the energy I had when she first said what she said about my children got me locked up. So obviously, the energy was there by words. So I did have that
All right,
energy.
let's listen to these comments.
I-
They said, girl, the fact that you care so much about what a person has to say about your kids, you should have cared like when people were actually doing things. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to claim that. So I do believe that it was weird over there. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to accuse that man of doing anything with no proof. Because where's the proof? Where is the proof? You can guess it all you want, but you have to have proof of that. So we're not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to do it. You guys have a right to your opinion. But my point of reading this comment is the girl was basically saying, if that was actually happening, you should have taken some action then. Right. You exactly, Lady T-Bugs. You're responsible for your own kids. Jasmine did not care about what Liv was saying, okay, until Liv said Chris. Until the word Chris came out of Liv's mouth, Jasmine let Liv roast and drag her kids. Let's play a game. Great point. Chrissy said it first. Where is the energy for Chrissy? Well, she can't have that energy for Chrissy because she wants to be Chrissy's sister. Let's be clear. Jasmine had a love and a passion for Chrissy and Chris. Something about that name that drives Jasmine wild, that drives her wild. It gets her going. Okay, Jasmine loves Chrissy. She has always loved Chrissy. Jasmine took up for Chrissy. She went harder for Chrissy when Chrissy was beefing with Steffi G. Then she goes harder for her own kids. Okay, so we already know Chris and Chrissy are at they are on a pedestal in Jasmine's head. She'll never. Guys, she did the same thing. Jasmine sat on here and cried when her and Chrissy's friendship broke up. Then she turned around and cried again when her and Liv's friendship broke up. Her and Chrissy stopped dealing with each other because Chrissy said, why the fuck are you still friends with Liv to begin with? After she said we all did such and such in Houston. So, that's how it is. I just can't, I do have to have some type of accountability here, Latrice, into what you're saying. So I cannot put that jacket on that man's back. I understand that people think what they think, and y'all have a right to think that. But what we're not going to do, I'm not going to do, is I'm not going to accuse that. I personally don't know whether or not it happened or not, but those are serious ass fucking allegations. And some people get mad when you don't want to go out and accuse people of shit, but we have no proof. But we know it was weird over there. So we're not denying that we didn't see what you saw. We're just saying we don't have any proof. Okay? So, don't get too in your feelings. I tell you what we did have proof on, that motherfuckers want to act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's talk about what we did have proof. We had proof that Jazz had Liv address and she wasn't going to show up at her motherfucking door. That we did have motherfucking proof on. So that's why I say people pick and choose what they want to act on. Oh, she deserved it. No, I don't think Jazz deserved. And, we're not going to go back and forth and you guys can still disagree. She deserved to go to jail. A lot of people think that I don't believe that Jasmine deserved to go to jail. And I might be in the minority, and it's okay. I can stand it, y'all. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm not trying to, get anybody going. I myself do not think that Jasmine deserved to go to jail. She had Liv's address. She knew where Liv lived. And if she wanted to pull up, she would have pulled up. It was all talk. All right. Now, some people will say, well, she should have filed first. I don't do paperwork, okay, on people. Because then when you want to really go handle something, they got your ass on file with a problem. See, I don't do all of that police calling shit. But whatever you want to do, that's how you need to handle it. But we know Jasmine is slow anyway, so y'all already know how that go. But you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I kind of was agitated because people kept saying, oh, she deserved to be in jail. Like, come on, y'all. That's just taking it too far. To me. To me. I get it. But y'all can have your own feelings about it. I'm not going to block your comments. You can, I'm not going to go that far, but it was fucking ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yes, cyberbullying is illegal, but so is a lot of shit that goes on in the world is illegal, and this shit never get fucking addressed. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, in my opinion, just because something is illegal doesn't make it, nobody cares. It's illegal legally. I get that part. Like, I get what you're saying, sis. But a lot of illegal shit goes on and nobody does shit about that. A lot of legal shit going and nobody does it. But this needs to be addressed. No, it didn't. It didn't need to be addressed. You a punk ass bitch. You a cop calling hoe. And it's weird. And it's weird. Okay? Right? I get it. I'm not acknowledging that it's not, that what she did was illegal or illegal, whatever. But, now we want to look at the law. But somebody was saying about the house in Virginia, but when you release that type of information and when you talk about what Chris was allegedly doing, that was cool. And I know nobody's saying it was cool, but I'm just saying, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. Yes, she made a threat. I'm not saying that she did not make a threat. We all heard it. I'm saying I don't care that she made that threat. That she still shouldn't have went to jail, in my opinion. Okay? But everybody has a right to their opinion. You can disagree. It's fine. It's okay. But let's keep going, y'all. Look at her. This is the most excited that Jazz has been in any chat that we've seen. This is the most excitement we've seen from Jasmine since she was talking about with Liv and going back and forth. And guess what? I was loving every second of it because we like some mess and we like some drama. Okay, it was fun. I'm sorry.
It did. It was really on some shit, but you just gotta learn how to handle it. That's all. I'm gonna just talk shit back because that proved to me that she is not really the big bad wolf. She is just the clown. Literally the clown. Oh my God, it's crazy that you said that. I wrote her and I need to write her again. I'm glad that you said that. I do need to check on her. I have been slacking on checking on some people lately. Leave Jazz alone. They try to stay on my neck. They're gonna stay on my neck. It's whether if I let them choke me to death or I just take slow, deep breaths and breathe through it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those allegations were, well, I mean, y'all, I did what I did. I made there was police reports. That was also when I wish I would have recorded more, but it was hard and it was really awkward. But I really do wish I would have recorded more. I couldn't record in the courtroom, of course.
No, you don't, Jasmine. You didn't. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You did not care about it, like I said, until Chris was brought up. I think it's ridiculous. Okay. The problem is when you plan with a cop caller, it's never gonna be fair. It's like bringing a bringing a knife to a pow fight, right? You can't. When people are gonna call the police on you, you gotta move a certain way where you're not connected to it. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what to do. Okay, that's how that works. All right, it's no fucking way that. Look, the point of it, it all boils down to, was Jazz gonna act on what she said? The answer is no. You know she wasn't gonna act. Jazz just wanted a good back and forth to make her coins on YouTube, and that's it. And that's what most people want. When you're doing a good little back and forth beef on YouTube, you don't want it to spill over into real life. These bitches are weird. They're weird. They want to spill shit over into your real life and go touch bitches in real life. That's where the shit gets out of hand. All right. Now people say, oh, you beef with somebody on YouTube. It happens, y'all. You can be minding your business today, and a bitch could be over somewhere dragging you, and you go, drag the bitch back. It happens. So don't ever think you're exempt from a YouTube beef if you are on a platform. You don't know who's hating on you out here. Okay, it's weird. It gets weird, right? But let's continue. So now she's giving us an excuse for why she didn't act on it. Now all of a sudden, because wait a minute, is it just me? I never heard her say, you said Valerie is gone. Yo, I never heard her say out of her mouth that she filed a police report on Liv before. Is this the first time she's saying this? Or did she say this before and I just missed it? Let me know down in the chat because I've never heard her say that before.
Be on your phone in there. But like when I was sitting there talking to my lawyer or my whatever you want to call her, but they were eliminating everything that she was saying out. She had no credible like information. Then on top of that, she wasn't there.
And she's lying. All right, so it can't just be me. If y'all never heard it, because you miss stuff. If y'all never heard it and I never heard it, what? It's a lie. She's pretending that she filed the police report. We all know this bitch is too lazy. See, this is where the narcissism, the sociopathic behavior, all right, the pathological psychotic behavior comes in, right? Liv anything negative that's going to affect someone in real life. Liv loves seeing that type of sick shit through. See, I'm not calling your job. I ain't calling your mama. I'm not, like, I have boundaries as a human. I'm not calling nobody job. I'm not anything that's really fucking with your money. I might talk my shit and laugh and kiki and roast and gag, but I'm not going beyond that. I don't want to touch you in real life unless you try to do something to me. But let's keep it on YouTube. Let's keep some boundaries. Right. You're right. Okay, for her to not have consequences. I just don't agree because I don't agree with cop calling, period. Unless you literally do something, I don't agree with it. Like, I'm just not a cop. I told y'all I have a little street code, okay? I have a street code in my head. I'm not taking it away. I want to have it in there because I have to utilize it at a certain point. I'm not calling no cops on nobody unless they literally come to my door and threaten me or something, because that's just how I live my life. We know this is my thing. Was Jazz going to show up? Jazz had this girl address for how long? Y'all already know every time every time the mommies move somewhere, they get that address somehow. Where it comes from, I don't know. Okay. Even if I have access to somebody's address on a document or something, I'm not going to be like, yeah, they live in fit. I'm not doing all of that. Like, I have boundaries. And another boundary, like I live by a street code / a boundary. And then some of the shit is common sense. I just don't think that Jasmine was ever going to show up. Jasmine just wanted to talk her shit. And that was it. That's all. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, let me go back. If these ridiculous women had jobs and actually parented their kids, they wouldn't have time for this foolishness. Right, that's what I'm saying. You know, some people want to do it, and that's their business. If they want to do it, I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say I don't enjoy a good shit show. It depends on who it is to me. All right? I'm not going to do it, but I do, The real question is, why didn't she file a police report for those types of allegations? So she's saying she did stay creating. That's what we're talking about now. She just said, I did file a police report. But like we were saying, I don't know if you just got here. I don't know if you've been in here. But Jazz said she did file a police report. And I asked the chat, have you guys heard of that? I never heard that. So you say, but Jasmine, you knew Liv was lying. You even called her out on a lie without her knowing. And she said she thought you told her that. That should have been it after that. You had the proof she lied right there. Right. She don't feed her kids, bathe them, take care of them, or outings, but she gonna file a report. Right. That's what I'm saying. Liv got time for nonsense. But when it comes to, why don't you file that job application? Why don't you file that motherfucking child support payment? File that. File them CNA paperwork to get your ass in school. She can't file that, but she can file mad police reports on reactors. She can file police reports on Jasmine. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And guys, I know I'm gonna just separate the sector and say there are Jasmine people in the sector. This is how I say it. There are Liv people in the sector, right? Some people don't care what Liv goes through. They just want to see her fall. Some people just want to see Jasmine fall. You might not be either of those, but that's just the way the sector is, okay? Some people think it's ridiculous. So, but that's okay. You can have your own opinion. I'm not going to try to stop you. I just don't think anybody deserved to go to jail in this matter. What good mother of 5 kids is online making threats to a known crazy person who has nothing to lose? Liv is exactly. She's crazy. She could have called the popo for unlocking them twins in that room. Right. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. So Jasmine is currently telling a lie, saying she filed a police report on Liv, which I don't believe.
So, yeah. And that's why they kept putting it off. They just kept dropping it. T-Time, you is pressed. You putting paragraphs in my comments. I didn't read over 2 of your comments. Press. Like, you is pressed, baby. It's giving us. Look, I ain't even gonna read your comment. That's stupid. Some of y'all just be saying anything. I want to be her friend. Girl, get out of here. Y'all just be trying to get. See, y'all think I'm stupid. Y'all be trying to get me to say some stuff. I'm reading some of y'all comments talking about y'all both scared of each other. I am not afraid of anybody, but I'm gonna just keep my comments to myself because y'all really be trying to get a girl to say some stuff, right? Y'all be trying. Y'all smart, but I'm smarter because I ain't gonna fall for it. I love y'all. I'm pressed because you went to jail. 1,000 emojis laughing. Oh, T-Time, you're pressed because you're still here. We've been on live for 40 minutes and you're here commenting. I have heard of popcorn lungs. I do. I need to stop vaping. I do. Now that's something. Look, I take constructive criticism. I do vape a lot, and I do need to stop. And how I know I vape a lot because I couldn't find my vape, and I went and spent $24 on another one. That shit pissed me off, and then I end up finding it. That's when you know you got a vaping problem. T-Time, you've been here way longer than 10 minutes. Cut the bullshit. I know I got a vaping problem. T-Time should drag you down. A man should drag a woman down. That says a lot about you. I really hope that your life is perfect and whoever's in your life.
Speaking of men dragging women down, you allow Chris to drag you down. You allow whoever this new alleged dude that you were allegedly pregnant by to drag you down. Whether you know it or not, just letting random men get you pregnant and then not being able to ask them for $500, that is considered dragging you down. Okay. All right. This is Jazz's social life. $24 for a vape and none for haircuts. Comment was funny. It was, absolutely. Guys, we are on, if you're just coming in, hey Southside, if you're just coming in, we are on the Liv versus Jazz content that recycles every 5 seconds because Jazz has no real content, that recycles every 5 seconds because Jasmine lets the chat control her live. All right. She's being picked apart about what happened with her and Liv, and she should have done something. I don't know what to tell her she should have done, but if Jazz would have acted first from the beginning, I just can't condone it, the calling the cops. That's just not my style. Guys, so hold on. Let's do a little commercial real quick. We're going to get into a little something real quick just to back out of this real quick, guys. We'll get back to it. Let's go into this real quick. Guys, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up for me, okay? 1 second, all right? Okay, guys, let's get into this real quick.
Hello? Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage. Hello? Yo, just ate.
Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage. Hello? Mommy, I'm hungry. Yo, just ate. Mommy, I'm hungry.
Hello? Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage. Hello? Yo, just ate.
Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage. Hello? Mommy, I'm hungry. Yo, just ate. Mommy, I'm hungry.
Hello? Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage. Hello? Yo, just ate.
Oh, hold on, we have someone backstage.
All right, y'all.
Hello?
It's so quick.
Mommy, I'm hungry. Yo, just ate. Mommy, I'm hungry.
Okay, y'all. The funniest part about it was that the guest was laughing with her. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go right back, but I just wanted to break it up with that because that we always enjoy a good laugh here. All right, let's go back to the live where she's defending herself in the audience looking like a fool. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's continue.
You don't let that man drag you down, because that is sad that you would say some stuff like that. But T-Tom can never drag me down. T-Tom can never hurt my feelings, ever. Look, you're a whole man that I don't know that watches my YouTube page. You can never hurt my feelings, ever. Ever, 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 ever. T-Tom needs some clout. That's why it's coming for you. Right. And he come for everybody and still don't get no clout. That's what I'm saying. He just mad because I just spilled some tea and said that he be in my DMs. That I said that I told Yanni. I don't give a fuck. I hope she posts the comments that I told her about it. Hi, Hungry. Hi, Hungry. I'm Mommy.
Did you hear
Oh, go and give me a kissy kiss. You need a hug? It's cooking. I'm about to go make some sides, though. You're such a cutie. You know that? You're such a cutie. Are you a baby or a big boy?
Big boy,
You're not a baby no more?
big boy,
You're a big boy?
Mm.
I thought you was Mommy's baby.
I'm hungry.
I am making the food. Okay? I'm about to go make your sides. Okay? You want some rice?
Yeah,
You want rice with it?
yeah,
And green beans?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Green beans?
Yeah.
You gonna eat them?
Yeah.
You promise?
This is what's going on. Either she's typing in the background or I can't, or talking to somebody in the background for 5 minutes while on a
I was on
live.
a vape, but can't get that hair. Get your boy's haircut. I don't have to pay for the haircuts.
What? Okay, now that was giving a little bit of live, wasn't it? It was giving a little bit of live. Hold on, guys. Let me see something real quick. Okay, all right, let's keep going.
I don't have to pay for a haircut. Right, zesty, messy for a man. Yes, tea time is a man. Oh, tea time is so pressed about me begging, but you over there in a dorm room. You need to be on somebody's page begging. Shit. You over here. You just because you're not begging for the word, you're not saying, "Can y'all help me?" You are literally in my comments begging to be seen. That's all we need. You're in my comments begging to be seen. Silently begging. What do y'all call it? Dry begging. There we go.
Miss
You're
KP,
dry begging.
Facts. 3 haircuts in a lifetime, and he's 4 years old. Is he 4 or 5? I think it's 4. It's sad. And she think that somebody is coming to her channel for clout. She's the last person anyone can get clout from. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Don't even get haircuts and got the taxes. It's sick. Let's go, y'all.
Get that on somewhere, boo. So I turn around. And no one should be mentioned kids. Thank you. Tell them again. Tell them again. I hope do we have sugar still left? Maya be not even closing my sugar. Okay, I got some sugar. Oh, maybe I should do the other rice instead.
Wait a minute. Let me just tell y'all did not come to play. See, one thing you have to understand about this sector, if you have not been here, if you go here, you already know this, that the chat can drag whoever they want to drag, and they will. All right. And if you comfort them in the chat, then you're just going to get dragged. Now, I'm not saying that I'm promoting any dragging of anyone in the chat. But what I'm saying is, I understand that some people are very, very hell bent on that kids shouldn't be a part of the conversation. That's not a rule here. Not for me as the commentator. For me, I'm not going to do it. I might say a little something shady, but I'm not going to go in because that's against the guidelines, right? However, the chat can say what they want to say. And if, sometimes people might get upset about it, but I don't get upset about it. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, that's just the way it works. People think that kids should be off limits. That's not a rule sector-wise. That's a rule for the host to not do it, but not for the chat. So I'm just letting y'all know, if people think I need to speak on it, I'm not speaking on nothing. The chat can say what they want to say. All right. If it wasn't a rule up here, I would be on. I don't give a. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't give a fuck. But I have to follow the guidelines. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So I hope that came off with some clarity without me saying every little detail. Okay, so don't get mad about stuff that people saying in the chat. Not that someone has, but I'm just letting you guys know they say what they got a right to their opinion, and I'm not going to stop them. Now, just try to refrain from cursing and don't go too crazy with like the weird words, like the PDF junk. But other than that, you are entitled to your opinion, and that's the way we're going to do it. Keep it moving. This is how the sector goes. These are the dynamics of the sector. All right, fair game, right? Those that have not even been born yet. Wait a minute, miss. That's me per area. If I was literally like, if to me, if you're dragging somebody and you want to drag their kids, that's on you. And I might be laughing at it too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little petty, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm coming from a commentary perspective right now. So you understand what I'm saying. All right, let's keep going, y'all. It's funny. I think it's funny, y'all. I know it's kind of ignorant, but it's funny. I'm aware that it can be ignorant and funny at the same time. Those two things can exist.
I'm trying to debate if I want to do this rice, the chicken flavor rice, or let's see, did he say something? He over there dry begging. Dry begging. You want to sing so bad. You over there dry begging. Dry begging. Get on somewhere. I don't ever want to make this rice. I'm gonna do it. I need to wash out those pots.
Okay, so we don't even care about the rest of this live. I don't think I care. If she's not talking trash, I don't care. If she's not getting dragged, I don't care. Let's just see, because the chat is still talking. So I don't know if the chat is a little bit behind.
She won't mention Liv because she knows one more time and she'll go back. No, I will not say certain things because I know that the woman likes to call the police and make fake reports. So I won't say that. I've mentioned her multiple times. Liv. She can kiss my ass in her Roach apartment. You don't have the money to pay for anything. Obviously, I have money to pay for something because I still got a car that I have to make payments on. I'm still in a house I have to make payments on. So I have money to pay for something. And I'm finna move. So obviously I have money. I have money. I ain't broke. I might be broke.
All right. So this is the part that Erica early on in the live was mentioning. So is the, what is that thing called? The CPN coming up? Because Jazz is saying that she's going to move. And we are saying, I guess, as collectively, how in the hell can Jazz afford to move again? And why would Jazz be moving again? So then we're wondering, on top of that, adding another layer, Chrissy is always going to be connected to the CPN thing. I'm thinking maybe Ming is in there somewhere because Ming is acting like remember when Jasmine said, all right, so guys, when we pull this stuff up, we're not just pulling it out of our asses. We have a backup point. Now, I can't tell you where to find the receipt. It's probably on here somewhere. But the point I'm making is Chrissy had Ming act like her landlord previously. I don't know when it was, but it's a couple years ago. So we're thinking maybe Jazz and Chrissy are friends again. And Jazz found out how to get a CPN from Chrissy. We don't have any proof of this, guys. This is just an assumption in my head. And so that's where we're connecting the dots with the CPN. Is that what the story, does that make sense? Could that be the story? Let me see what Latrice is saying. Hey, Nearly. Latrice said, so if she can pay her bills, why the F did she come on here asking $500 for rent money? Right. Jazz the man said her and Chrissy are friends again too. Right. And this is why I don't care who goes to jail. They're all friends. Okay. All this moving right now. She's bragging. All right, let's see what she's going to say. And then we can get into a little bit of CPN talk.
I ain't broke. I'm not broke. I may be broke, but I ain't broke. That you're struggling with. I could be struggling. I still got it. There's nothing that you can say that's going to hurt my feelings. At the end of the day, I can struggle and still come out on top. Anybody can. I won't be the first and I won't be the last person to struggle in life and still come out. I still see the other end of the. I don't give a damn if I'm crawling out of that bitch. I don't care if I'm literally licking the dirt off the ground to get out. I'm out. Please don't be making trouble.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, so we heard that. Now she's not financially struggling and she's making it. She just asked for $500. Then she turned around and says she's not broke. But at the same time, she regularly talks about struggling financially, having a lot going on and being a single mom of 5. Does she or does she not? So it's not the asking, it's the inconsistency, right? You can't control the narrative if it keeps changing. 1 minute it's I'm struggling. The next minute, oh, I'm not broke. People don't know whether you're supporting a need or are you just responding to pressure in this particular live because you're being trolled. All right. So we have the support versus dependency thing. There's nothing wrong with supporters choosing to send some money to Jasmine, but when it comes to frequent tied to when Jasmine's asking for money frequently, and then she's tying it to emotional moments like the what is it called? The miscarriage, right? And then she's tying it to these vague issues. Oh, we decided we're having the baby. Oh, I'm going to keep it and put on my big girl panties. It starts to feel like a part of the content strategy. Now, we know that Jasmine is including drop begging in her content strategy. She is also including Beg Fest. So the Beg Fest, and the pity party. That's what I meant. The pity party. So, of course, the audience feels like they're being led into a pity party that's going to include Damn, I can't get it right. They're being led into a pity party that's going to include a beg fest at the end, right? So what's going on? What's going on, Jasmine? So you have money or you don't have money? Because you just told on yourself. Okay, let's continue.
That'll be nice. T-Time is just a miserable man. As they should, who helped get out of jail for not paying child support. But that's the type of chick y'all support and love. And honestly, everything that woman says, it's like, because I don't talk to her, I don't fuck with her. It's just like, it's kind of the same shit, same dried up shit every time. Sometimes it's like, why do I even have to? If I entertain it, it's just because it's for shits and giggles. Like, really, because what this woman, she ain't got no tea on me. I don't talk to her. So it's the same shit over and over and over. So if I come on here and I'm talking about her like right now, it's shits and giggles because child. Thank you. Why are you watching her though? You big fan. Some people send me clips. Some people send me her live streams. And I look at it. I won't even watch. I'll read the summary. And if I see in the summary my name pops up, then I go back in that timestamp and I'll go and listen to it and see what she says. Sometimes I don't even entertain it. Or I'll watch third party. I'll go to somebody else's live stream.
Why are you watching her? Why are you subscribed to her? Didn't you have enough problems with this weirdo? So guys, so they were saying maybe she's using a CPN. Now I'm not accusing Jasmine of using a CPN. We're saying what we are assuming. So we're not accusing her or anything, but you're asking for money. Your financial situation is always shaky and you always repeating that struggle narrative is on repeat, but there's no structure or plan as to how it's going to improve. Doesn't this storyline get old? So are you using a CPN or are you not? Do you guys think she's using a CPN? I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on here.
About it, but other than that, I really don't be on YouTube. I really be on, what have I been watching? I just actually finished Beauty and Black on Netflix. Who else watched the rest of it? I'm so curious.
Okay, we don't care about that. We don't care about that, guys. We're going to go ahead and stop it here. All right. Basically, in a nutshell, Jasmine still has no content, still the same story. She's rotating the Liv storyline. She's using that, and she's going to allow people to troll her to create content. Now, that's when your channel is in the dumps, guys. Okay, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, say what I want, do what I want. Up in your face, so what you gon' do? While I walked in the room, what you gon' say? This not Burger King, can't have it your way. All up in your face, yeah, all up in your face. Everything I've been through, I had to erase. You thought I was hard to replace. Understand, just stay out my way. I'ma feel better than yesterday. Everybody don't understand what I had to go through. People getting mad, but why yeah, she came through. Every understand, cause you know what I go through. You don't understand, I don't give a fuck. Understand me, cause you got the bad luck. Yeah.